Hello, sweet friends. Healing Grasshopper here, wishing you a happy St. Patrick's Day and a special greeting and well wishes to my Irish collective out there. I hope you have a good one. But we can all use a little luck of the Irish, so I have a luck and fortune pick a card for you. Um, I'm forming a pick a card playlist, so you can go have a look at my other pick a cards. I also have timeless readings for whenever you see them and they resonate with you. I also do monthly tarot horoscopes that you can have a look at. I haven't started doing weeklies yet, but I will soon. Um, so let's get to it. We have, oh, you can choose the ones that most resonate with you here. Okay. If you're choosing multiples, I find it easiest to put them in priority of strongest resonance so that the one that you resonate with the least, you can put first, and the one that you resonate with the most, you can view least so that it stays with you. So we have pile number one, the light green shamrock. Two, we have the coin. Three, we have a horseshoe. Four, we have the Kelly green shamrock. Okay, so you can pause it now, choose your piles, and click on the time loads, time codes in the description below. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile one, the light colored shamrock, we have, let's do the tea leaves first. We have firecracker excitement, family wishes come true. Huh, I think I know what's happening here. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Let's see what we got for the St. Patrick's Day uh, tarot. We have Hierophant and we have Ten of Wands. All right, so the feeling that I'm getting right off the bat is very much a feeling that I was getting for the Sagittarius reading. It's the St. Patrick's Day Sagittarius reading. So if you are Sagittarian, you should definitely go have a look at my St. Patrick's Day playlist or the Sagittarius playlist. It'll be in either one St. Patrick's Day Sagittarius reading because they got some of the same news, not the same cards, but the same energy, where we are talking about a little human being born, I think. This looks like family joy, family wishes come true. I mean, I think we have a tiny package on the way, or there will be. So, for those of you who are trying too, it says have patience, okay? Your family is promised to you. So, temperance, hold on. Is it supposed to be reversed? Or do we, no, the deck is not reversed. Hold on. Let me take a quick look. Oh, actually, a good deal of the deck is reversed here. Okay. Is this reversed? Yes, it's reversed. Okay. Strength also reversed? Yep. Okay. Okay. So these two cards definitely speak to this patience here. When one is trying to have a baby, obviously it can be really, really frustrating, demoralizing, disappointing month after month when you're trying to conceive. I get it. But you need to be patient and have faith and try not to stress so much about it. You know, focus on the fun that you have making the baby, you know? And when you're not having that fun, look forward to that fun and focus on the fun of it and the enjoyment of it instead of focusing on, oh my gosh, I want to have a baby. Um, there is a story in my own life that just came to me about a friend of mine who was having a very hard time conceiving. And she had called me. I was really upset because she was thousands of miles away in a different state, and I couldn't go to her. But she calls me crying from the bathroom floor that, you know, she had another miscarriage. And this poor girl had several, and that she was completely resigned to the fact that she was never going to carry a baby to term and that she wasn't going to have a baby and blah blah blah, and all the terrible things that a hopeful but demoralized future mom says to herself, the worthlessness and inadequacies and all that business. Um, but there were certain things that were happening at the time that I knew about very well because this was a very close friend of mine, um, that wasn't quite healthy in the relationship, right? So that wasn't grounds for them to part or anything. It was just some very unhealthy things that both of them were, ignoring that they really needed to address, right? So I told her that she should really have patience with herself and work on herself and her marriage first before she's focusing and beating herself up about extending her family. And then when she really works on her marriage and repairs her marriage, and they're both in the emotional space that they need to be in, the conception will happen. And it's the pregnancy will take, right? So I know she understood me intellectually, but of course, emotionally, when one is in grief, there's nothing you can say. You can talk until you're blue in the face, and it's just not, it just doesn't penetrate until you finish the grieving process, right? So I say all that to say, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be long winded, but it's really important for you because I'm getting that energy from you guys. Especially the Ten of Wands says it all here, where, and the Hierophant come out together. Like, Ten of Wands in the traditional Rider Waite is the one carrying the big bushel of wands, and looks very, encumbered and so he's carrying all these heavy wands, and he looks like he can't even see forward. He's carrying so many of them. So this really tells me that you're really bogged down with grief and frustration and whatever else in your environment and in your marriage, Hierophant represents your marriage, that um, I, I don't want to say is blocking you because that's really negative, and I don't think the universe wants you to look at it that way. It's just you're just not quite ready yet. You will be soon, very soon, but there are some things that you need to examine first. Embrace your emotions. So, the end of that story that I was telling you, we'll get back to this in a moment because it's really apropos to your story. That many, many years later, um, and I'm not saying this is going to be for you many, many years later, but in this case, it did take them a very long time to work through um, the kinks in their marriage, and they eventually, though, like renewed their vows and you know had a much healthier marriage that they did those years back when she was losing the um her pregnancies. And I said to myself, she's going to conceive now. And I didn't bring it up to her because I didn't want her to be, self-conscious about it. But I was like, watch her have a baby. And by the way, she had given up on having a baby and she never talked about it. And she was completely resigned to not having a baby. And she was very focused on her sister's children. That made her very, very happy. She was happy in her marriage. Okay. So, um, suffice it to say that finally, after all those years of working through and not focusing on it and being happy in her marriage, she conceived. And, I told her, I was like, you know, you were doubting me. I told you this was going to happen. I'm not surprised. Anyway, so, Spirit brought that memory to me for a reason. It's very much like that. If you focus on your marriage, the fun that you have uh, making a baby, focusing on each other, working on your marriage, maybe you can go on a vacation and really focus on each other and bring back the sweetness into your marriage and try and rid yourself of the stress. It's going to happen. Okay. Temperance reversed here says that there's a lack of balance, right? Exactly what I was talking about, that you're focusing too much on the negative. So there needs to be a balance of, you know, yeah, things are difficult, but what can we do to make our lives better? And like I just said, strength is inner strength, the strength that you get from your heart center, that right now is a little blocked because you are encumbered with all these wands. There are several things. Some of you, it can be stress at work, stress with your family, stress with your spouse, lots of things contributing to your stress. Stress of not being able to conceive, or stress losing children. Um, Not losing children, losing, your early pregnancies, that kind of thing. Both of these will turn upright when you have your positive outlook. You connect to spirit and focus on each other. Okay, let's see. Do we need any more tarot clarity? Yes. Okay. What else we got? Whoa. Wow, did that fly? What do we have here? Fell on the floor. Page of Wands. This is get to work card. Get to work. Have fun making the baby. Again, And don't put pressure on each other like, oh, tonight we're making a baby. No, have more date night, you know. And maybe you can decide, and like I'm not your doctor, I don't want to make medical decisions for you. Maybe you can, if you're really tiring of the whole process and really upset about it, maybe take a little break and have the fun for the sake of having the fun. And sometimes it can happen on its own. But don't look at it like, oh, we decided to stop for a few months and we have nothing to show for it. We were wasting time. You know, that's not good either. Just, I think you know what I'm getting at here. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Page of Cups, right? Page of Cups is about love and emotion and you focusing on the love. See, he's focused on this fish in this cup. And oftentimes the fish can mean like money, but for you, this is about pure emotion. And the fish has his mouth open. It's almost as if the fish is talking to this page. And the page is intently looking at, paying attention to this fish. So this is embrace your emotions, right? Two of Pentacles talks about a couple of things. Twos always mean choice, okay? So, number one, it's about choosing what to focus on, which I'm imploring you to focus on the positive and the fun, but also learning to manage the stress of it all, not to take things too seriously. Because you see, he's juggling here, and behind him there's this really terrible, turbulent water, but he's standing here on shore, oblivious to the turbulence behind him, right? So this is choosing to have a positive outlook. Um, let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's read what the guidebook has to say about embrace your emotions. 18. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Feelings and emotions are part of who you are. Allow yourself to feel what is going on for you. Your feelings can alert you to the truth of a situation. Take positive steps to determine why you feel the way you do. Very healthy thing to do. Emotions come under four categories: happiness, sadness, anger, and fear. Once you figure out what's going on for you, you can take power away from an emotion. Experiencing an emotion you are uncomfortable expressing can be a big challenge. Journaling is a way to process and clarify difficult emotions. Writing about your emotions will help you organize your thoughts and work through your feelings. There's an idea. A young girl clings to the neck of a spirited unicorn. The unicorn has wings and is flying, as if the child's as if lifting the child above a situation. Unicorns symbolize magic. His wings express your ability to overcome or transcend your current circumstances. You are in a period of growth and learning how to better understand yourself, which is really important. For your mommies out there, or soon to be mommies, that's very important to do before and or while you're conceiving, right? Because we do know that toxic emotions can affect your child. So let's get those emotions sorted out. And of course, like I said, it can also affect your ability to conceive. So have patience, 17. The page before. Fantastic. Love is patient and kind always. Work on being more patient. If you lack patience with others, remember that they are human and different from you. If your impatience has to do with an outcome, know your prayers are being answered. Have a little more patience. You might be in a tense situation that is beyond your control. Be aware of the thoughts that precede any frustration or anxious feelings. Pay attention to your self talk. All things arrive in their perfect time. Try to distract yourself while you are waiting for things to come to fruition. Engage in an activity that will occupy your time. The time will magically pass while you are otherwise engrossed. You see? We were kind of talking about that. Look for ways to be patient. A small child contemplates the water while floating on a lotus flower. The lotus flower rises from still and muddy water to prove grace and beauty that can come from gloomy circumstances. Behind the girl, waterfalls flow into the body of water that she glides on. This may indicate an arrival from various points and not one singular event. Right? Wow, that's really profound. First of all, let's apply this to your life, friends, mommies and daddies listening and watching. We have two children here. I just realized. This all talks about babies. There's babies all over the place here. Um and now I'm seeing these waterfalls. It's really, remember how I was saying that my friends had many things, she gave up on trying and focusing so hard on getting pregnant. She focused on her sister's babies that she loves so much. She, worked on her marriage. They renewed their vows. She moved and she had a great new little business. I forgot to mention. She bought a house. There were a lot of things that were contributing to her happiness. Right? Look at all the waterfalls, just like I was saying, right? That bought her a child. Okay? So, friends, future mommies and daddies, because that's what you are. It's coming. Be patient. Congratulations in advance. Please, if you feel comfortable, leave me a comment. Tell me how this resonates. Certainly save this video and comment later when you have the package on the way. Because number one, I love comments. I engage with my collective. I answer each comment. And who doesn't love babies? So I want to hear about babies. And I would not at all mind engaging with you about your struggles. So I look forward to hearing from you. Please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, liking. Really does a lot for me. The notification bell is pretty important because the algorithm lately has been a little strange. Like even with me and my own page channels that I subscribe to, I haven't been getting notifications even though I'm subscribed. So I have to go chasing after my favorite um, subscribed channels. It's strange. But anyway, like I said, congratulations in advance. Love, light, and many blessings to you. Okay, so those of you who chose pile number two, the coin, let's see what we got. I like to read tea leaves first. So we have Rose, romances in the air, announcements, and hearts. Wow, that's amazing. Um, that's very interesting. Two things. Pile number one had a very interesting one that had nothing to do with monetary fortune, but they had another kind of treasure. Um, and here we are. Well, I haven't looked at the other cards yet, but this really looks like love, um, which is interesting that it's coming out in a luck and fortune reading. But, when I did the Valentine's Day readings, a lot of the zodiac Valentine's Day readings were like marriage and tend to this problem first before the love. And, like it was everything but love, you know? Now we have fortune reading and it's like everything but money. It's very interesting spirit. But still, love is a different kind of fortune, but it is excellent fortune. So, solitude. Okay. We'll do this one in a moment. Eight of Wands. Okay. Oh, goes very well with the solitude. Gotcha, spirit. Four of Cups. Yes. Gotcha. Hanged Man. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Expansion. Spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. Wow. This is really beautiful. Okay, so what these cards are telling me is the Hanged Man is, you know, it looks very much like the Rider Waite one. But for those of you who don't recall, the Four of Cups is the one where the guy's sitting under the tree being handed a cup and he's just kind of sitting with his arms folded, like, you know, petulant and disgruntled. Um, the Eight of Wands is like the wounded warrior who's got the wands behind him and he's leaning on one wand like he's exhausted with a bandage on his head, right? So all of these, well, Hanged Man we're going to get to in a moment, but Four of Cups, Eight of Wands, and Solitude talks about you have been on your own for a while and you are over it. And Eight of Wands really feels like to me, you are certainly over the dating scene too. Like you're done looking for love and you've been alone for a while. You're just over it all. Um, I'm giggling because I feel you guys kind of nodding your heads and like, yeah, um, that I think you guys almost see the humor in it too. Like, F this, I'm over it. And I feel you, by the way, because I'm one of these. I'm single and over the dating scene. And I'm no longer bitter, but there was a long stretch of my life where, I would be approached and I'd be like, F off. Like I was very close to all of it. But anyway, Hanged Man is about turning a new leaf and having a different perspective. It also, though, kind of reflects the solitude where there's a pause in one's life where they're kind of processing, and what comes out of the processing is a pretty good outlook, right? And expansion says here that you're coming out of this hangman mode, coming out of the solitude mode, and you're ready to fly. And when you do that, there's love for you here. Um, Drop me a line, by the way, and let me know what stage you're in with this, how this resonates with you, whether you've started to see the love or you're still in the solitude stage and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel yet, or if you're in the solitude stage and you're starting to emerge out of the solitude stage and you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're starting to kind of spread your wings a little. Let me know what stage you're in, because for those of you who are new here, I am very much involved with my collective. When you guys communicate with me, you leave a comment, I always respond to them with glee too. It's not an obligation. Like, I really enjoy engaging with you guys, so please do. Um, yeah, let's see what clarification we get from Tarot. Page of Wands. Yeah, Page of Wands talks about it's time. Ace of Pentacles, all right now. Now we have the Pentacles showing up. What else we got, Spirit? I just got like a euphoric feeling when I look down at the Pentacles again. This is this is Spirit kind of addressing what I was saying, how Spirit wasn't cooperating with the subject matter. I was like, St. Patrick's Day, I was getting everything but, and then now I'm doing the fortune and I'm getting love. Like, you know. So this is Spirit like, haha, see, I'm not ignoring you. Here's a pentacle. So yeah. My guys are a bunch of clowns. They got jokes. They really enjoy making me giggle. Okay, and I think we got this one too. Okay. Any of these supposed to be reversed? No, they're all upright. Okay. Ace of Cups. Yeah, we can end the reading right here. Here's your Ace of Cups. Love is on the way, guys. I mean, it's all over the place here. Wheel of Fortune. We'll put this over here with the Page of Pentacles. Spirit is hilarious. Page of Pentacles. Spirit is hilarious. His spirit like throwing coins at me. Like, here, you want money here, Pentacles. Um, Two of Swords. We're gonna put this over here with the Solitude. Two of Swords, I feel like most of you are emerging from this energy. It is, twos always indicate a decision, something that's up to you to choose, but you're kind of stubbornly blind to your choices. Like, yeah, it's your choice, but you're not going to choose because you don't care. Kind of, which is very much this energy that we were just talking about before, that I was describing. Um, So this is like kind of deliberate indecision. Um, some of you, again, might still feel like this, but I feel the majority of you, this is past tense. And you're starting to be the Page of Wands. Um, so the Page of Wands talks about wands can often indicate sensual matters, and wands, wink, wink, um, which is definitely implied in this context. And it's kind of you um, expressing an interest in romantic encounters again, both sensual and romantic. Um, Ace of Cups is the universe saying that you're ready for it now. And the universe is, it's like, I'm ready when you are. The universe feels that you're ready. Over here is confirming again what I was talking about, the lack of pentacles. You have love and good fortune here. You're going to start. First of all, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Very good combination, right? Because you have the universe handing you an opportunity, you receiving the opportunity and seeing the value in the opportunity. You're not obtuse about it. You are really observing it and seeing the value in whatever opportunity that's going to be or is being currently handed to you. Also, let me know about these pentacles, whether they've arrived or not. If they haven't, they are. Wheel of Fortune is about things happening in your favor to bring you good fortune, bring you your pentacles. Because the universe is rewarding you for a job well done in all areas of your life. Um, but oftentimes, especially in my readings, Wheel of Fortune upright can talk about good karma. And, you know, often will come out after a hardship. I'm sure many of you feel this way and were in the solitude in the first place because you've had some people who have wronged you and done some things to you, you know, and you're over it. I get it. So I think, let's see. Okay. Yeah, we should read the guidebook for solitude. Let's see what we got for solitude. Ooh, I'm getting a tingly lightheadedness flipping through this. Sacred islands. Islands are bodies. See, it says solitude, and under it says sacred islands. Right, because this guy's in a boat in front of an island. Islands are bodies of land surrounded by water. They can be in an atoll or a river basin. However, the ocean surrounds most islands. They can be massive with their own unique verdant ecosystems, or they can be small and barren. The terrain can be flat or mountainous. They can be a detachment from the mainland through erosion, or they can arise from the sea through volcanic activity. The thing is, the thing that is universal in all islands is their isolation, and many cultures assign mystical symbolic meaning to particular islands. They are thought to be the resting places of gods and thus are used for sacred purposes. The sacred landscape wants you to know, spend some time alone in your spend some time alone. In your life, this means to take your own counsel rather than relying on the options and dictates of others. Break away from the crowd. Be on your own. This card also speaks of resourcefulness, self reliance, and tenacious individuality. If you're working on a project, trust your instincts and follow your own lead. Your creativity is at its peak. Let it flow. If you are in a relationship that's disempowering, this card suggests that it's time to step away, which is what you did. Take time to reassess your life. In solitude, you will thrive. This card also suggests safe haven, a sacred womb for incubation and self transformation. Amen. Gorgeous. So, friends, beautiful. I look forward to hearing from you. Please drop me a like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. I have other pick a card readings. I put everything in playlists. I have timeless readings. I have monthly zodiac readings. I'm not doing weeklies yet, but those are coming soon. Um, have a look because there's a lot more to see here. Stay with me. Become a part of my community. I'd love to have you. Um, Looking forward to hearing from you. Congratulations. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Many blessings. Okay, so those of you who chose pile number 3, the horseshoe, excuse me, let's do the tea leaves. We have Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Wow. Great worry over nothing. Wow. That's unbelievable. So, pile number 1 had a similar message, different tea leaves, of course, but still similar message. It's unbelievable. And you know what? Wait, let's just look at the rest of them. See what the rest of the message is. Queen of Cups and the Empress. Okay. When I focus, when focusing upon solutions, I feel good. Focusing upon a solution brings you positive emotion. Focusing on a problem brings you negative emotion. While the differences are subtle, they are very important. For when you are feeling positive emotion, you are attracting into your experiences that which you want. When you are feeling negative emotion, you are in the process of attracting that which you do not want. Okay? Very good advice from Esther Hicks. So we have the law of attraction treats my imagination as reality. The universe, which is responding to the thoughts you are thinking, does not distinguish between a thought from your observation of some observed reality and a thought you brought about by your imagination. In either case, the thought equals your point of attraction, and if you focus upon it long enough, it will become your reality. Okay, so these two cards are very, very similar, and they go very well with great worry over nothing. Okay, so this is the universe talking about how you need to focus more on the positive and stop worrying. And that is going to bring a stork. We're going to talk about the stork in a moment. Aye, aye, aye. Diligence we have. Um, yeah, let's read the diligence message. Diligence. Fallow fields. Traditionally, fields were left fallow, unfarmed, for extended periods of time to allow the soil to recover and rebalance its nutrients, to break disease and pest cycles, and to provide a haven for wildlife. Letting fields lie fallow meant that the subsequent crops were much healthier and more vibrant. Engaging in this time honored process takes patience and diligence, but the results are worth the wait. Wow, that is beautiful. That would have been really great for the pile number two as well. Sacred Landscape wants you to know there are times in life to step forward and take the risks, but there are other times to be patient. Step carefully and slowly, and know that the benefits you will gain in the future will be worth it. Be attentive, meticulous, and persistent. Use this time to plan for action steps in the future. Be diligent and consistent at each step as you move forward. By doing so, you will harvest remarkable results in the years ahead. This is not the time for instant gratification. Your diligence will pay off in the future tenfold. This is the time for deliberate organization. Clean house, clear clutter out of your life. Be thoughtful about how you spend your time and be discerning when choosing with whom you spend it. For sure. Clear out relationships that do not support you. Listen, guys, for those of you who are new to my channel, um, I talk about that a whole lot. And those of you who are returning or nodding your heads, welcome back, guys. I talk about taking out the garbage a whole lot. It is very necessary, especially now with the current astrology. It's time to clean house in your life. And I'm not just talking about your physical house, I'm talking about your relationships. What it's talking about here. Very, very important. You're not going to be able to build your new life in your new paradigm if you're carrying this these big bags of garbage on your back. So, diligence, minding who is in your life and what you're allowing in your life that creates strife for you. And wow, it's amazing how all of these cards connect with each other very, very well. Queen of Cups talks about one who is mindful of her heart. In the traditional Rider Waite, she has a covered chalice that contains her own heart that she keeps covered in this beautiful, bejeweled, trophy like covered chalice. It means that she values herself, she values her own heart. Um, she protects her heart and her energy. She takes herself seriously, not too seriously, but she puts her feelings first and will never allow herself to be treated poorly. And never would allow herself to engage in um, negative self talk either. So, this all contributes to the same message here. The Empress also belongs here too. The Empress is just like the Queen of Cups, is one who knows who she is. She values herself, she knows her self worth. Okay? So, I haven't forgotten about the stork. We're going to talk about it in a moment. Hold on. Any more? Are they all upright? They're upright. Okay. Let's see what we have. The Hanged Man. Wow. The Hanged Man came out in this deck in the last reading. Uh, it's interesting. The messages are very much the same where in in all three readings where there needs to be a certain perspective taken to move forward, right? There's kind of negative self-talk happening, um, unmanaged stress, um, conflict in that, just like the garbage in life that you need to sort through in order to get to what you want in life. So, wow, it's amazing reading. Hangman talks about taking a beat, like it said in that description that I read, taking a beat, uh, assessing your life a bit, um, taking a time for isolation too, so you can regroup and come up with a game plan. Victory is coming after you go through this contemplation and this self-talk cleanup, and it's going to come to you soon and rapidly as you clean things up. So, the stork is very interesting to me because the same kind of energy turned up in pile number one. You should definitely go have a look at that one. It talks about uh, a little human package coming. Um, those folks are definitely have babies on the way. If they're not pregnant yet, then they will be conceiving. And we're really stressed out about it, like trying to conceive, but haven't it hasn't happened yet and that kind of thing. Anyway, but for those of you who are trying to conceive, um, everything that I just said, you know, there's you need to be in the right mindset and the right energy and for your body to hold a baby, you know? If you've got all this stress and all this crap you still need to sift through, that's not healthy for a baby. And it certainly isn't the healthy energy that's going to, produce a conception. So I think you see where I'm getting at here. For those of you who are not considering conceiving, be careful. But this can also point to um, the money, business opportunities that you've been trying to put together with resistance, right? So, again, everything that I said applies to you as well. Okay. So, it's coming. Your coin is coming. Okay. There are more cards Spirit has for you. What do we got, Spirit? Oh, by the way, um, the baby group, you should also have a look at the St. Patrick's Day Sagittarius reading because they also have a stork-like message as well. So I think we have quite a few Sagittarians watching. This is all the same energy. Pile number one, this and Sagittarius, absolutely. Whoa. Is this reversed? It is reversed. Okay. Is the pile reversed? It is. But this is supposed to be reversed, right? So this is still in keeping with the narrative here, where the Four of Pentacles is about, you know, holding on very tight to things and over controlling things. So this is part of like the stress and the worrying over nothing and that kind of thing this card is talking about. And it's reversed. So this is like, you know, in shadow. This is, the concentrated negativity of this card. What else you got, Spirit? I think this is our card. Any more? Yeah, wow, Spirit's got a lot to say. The, the Empress. So when there are double cards, that Spirit's way. Whoa! Wow, you guys are getting jumpers today. They're really flying too. Um, hold on. No, that's the end of the cards. Okay. So when you get double cards like this is Spirit, first of all saying, you know, you heard me, but also they're not finished with this message. Oh, of course. It just came to me. So I was talking about the Empress knowing who she is. She values herself in all this business. And I forgot to mention that the Empress is pregnant. The Empress is about pregnancy and for you business folks, for the non-baby ones, this is about self-worth and being pregnant with ideas and creativity and that kind of thing. And if you're like, what are you talking about? I don't have any ideas. They're coming as soon as you allow yourself to release the stress and this over worrying and stuff, and you focus on spirit, those ideas are going to come. You see? So this is the same message for both groups. Death. You said all of these were upright, right? No. This is supposed to be reversed? No. This is upright. Okay. Okay. Reversed? Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. Gotcha. Oh boy. So, for the pregnancy group, okay. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. So, there have been there's been some fighting and some poor communication in your relationships um, that you're going to need to put an end to. And I don't think this means a breakup. That's a no. Okay. This is putting an end to the arguments and the miscommunication. Okay. So this could very much indicate uh, marriage counseling, relationship counseling, whatever you want to call it, which, by the way, um, my returning viewers know I'm a great champion of therapy. I think it's an excellent tool to help sort through your life, and I do my best to really remove the stigma of I'm not going to therapy. I'm not crazy. There's nothing wrong with me. There doesn't have to be anything wrong with you, and you don't have to be crazy to go to therapy. If you find the right therapist, they can really help you get through situations a lot quicker than you can on your own. Or, really get you through a rut that you're stuck in. So, and I'm not going to preach at you too much about therapy, but this could be the key for you moving on and getting to your goals. Okay, guys? You have a beautiful reading here. Your wishes are coming true. You've just got to get out of your own way. That's all. Okay? I look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments. I enjoy engaging with you guys. I do respond to every single comment that I get. Um, like and subscribe, please. It really means a lot to me. And I don't know if I mentioned before that I also do I have a pick a card playlist that I'm putting together. It's small, but it's growing. Um, I have a playlist for your zodiac signs. I do monthly tarot horoscopes. Weeklies are coming. I haven't done them yet. I have timeless readings too. So that's for, they don't have timestamps on them. If they resonate with you, then that's for you in the moment. And come and join my community. We're very high vibrational, loving people here. So love, light, congratulations, and many blessings. All right. So for those of you who chose pile number 4, the Kelly Green Shamrock, let's do the tea leaves first. Needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. How fabulous for St. Patrick's Day. Problems to be resolved. Of course. Temporary situation. Yes. Okay. So this is not surprising to me. I mean, my collective are mostly light workers. So, a lot of us have a lot of healing and work to do before we get our goals accomplished, you know. Um, but anyway, Three of Cups, Ace of Swords, you've got it's a great start. You are not alone. Problems to be resolved, temporary situation. You are not alone. These go very well together. Vision, right? So vision also goes very well with you are not alone. Because this is spirit saying, hey, I'm here. So, but they're waiting to help you. You need to connect with them, with your intuition, right? And I mean, to your credit, you're watching this video, so you're already engaging and using your intuition because you chose this pile and, but some introspection and some connection to spirit on your own because we all have a connection to spirit. will really help you and get you to this wish quicker. Message from the universe. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Okay? So now, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups in this context really feels to me is your soul tribe coming. I don't think the soul tribe has arrived yet. No. But the Ace of Swords is saying that you are feeling it approaching, or you will feel it, or see it. So, what I mean by that is those of you who have already met part of your soul tribe, awesome. Those of you who are like, what are you talking about? I have no friends. Um, there's going to come a time very soon where that energy is going to change, where you're going to feel like going out more, where you meet a couple of people, like you go to a party or whatever, someone invites you to a party and you go and you're like, wow, I really had a good time. I really like those, that person or people that I met there. That was really cool. Blah blah blah. That's the Ace of Swords. Like, oh wow, like the universe is going to lead you into a situation where you are in a new high vibrational environment. So let's see what tarot clarification we get. Well, the tower. Okay. I'm not going to get upset about the tower though. Tower can actually be a yes. This card just interrupted me saying the tower can actually be a good thing. Oh, never gets old. So fabulous. So, the tower, and it's apropos that I put it over here on this side. Um, you're not alone. Temporary situations, problems to be resolved. The tower is a great resolver of problems, I'll tell you that. I mean, this is the universe coming and knocking everything down and being like, there, solved. You know? Um, but in all seriousness, I mean, you have had a situation in your life. I think for almost all of you, this has already happened, um, where you've had relationships in your life that um, that have come to an end. And I think this is, for many of you, more than one relationship. These are seasons that have ended, um, that kind of put you in a feeling of being alone. So the problems to be resolved is part of the tower message, where, like I said, the universe knocked it down and destroyed what no longer served you, and that the dust is clearing now from the rubble, and you know and a tower moment is always a temporary situation. This is all like everything's connected here. It's almost like a very long sentence, right? The tower is temporary, the dust is clearing, it's starting to resolve itself. You're going to start feeling a lightning if you don't feel it already. And by the way, the astrology talks about this lightning too. And if you don't know about it and you haven't seen the yearly readings, go have a look at your yearly reading. Um, you can do your sun, moon, rising sign, and north node um, if you want. You start with your sun sign and your north node. In my opinion, are the two most important. But anyway, it talks about um, you will see your story in the astrology where it I talk about what was has been happening for the past 15 years before January, and how in at the end of January the energy is starting to change where we're coming into a new era and a new paradigm, and this is something that happens once in a lifetime, where we are emerging through difficulty and things are starting to lighten up, and this is what this looks like very much reflects that astrology. So go have a look. By the way, I have other playlists, timeless playlists, and zodiac. If I haven't mentioned it already, if I have, I'm sorry, but um, zodiac tarot and stuff. So have a look at my playlist. Like and subscribe, please. It really does help me. Okay, so after the tower, the problems are being resolved and a sincere wish is going to be granted. And it's very clear to me that one of the wishes, even if you haven't said it to yourself, is coming out of this alone period, how you would really like to have a soul tribe and maybe even a significant other. It's in the cards for you, it's right here. Okay? But you need to be patient. And let's read this one more time. Your life is about to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold. Tower, temporary situation. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most, right? So this is after the tower has fallen, the rubble has fallen. There's a little bit of sifting through garbage that you need to do, discard what doesn't serve you, keep what does, assess the lessons that you're supposed to be learning in from your adverse situations that you've been in. Very important too, right? Oh my God, guys. And there are the pentacles. Again, spirit is really, really funny. Um, in the first two readings, especially the second one, I was giggling because the first reading and the second reading were very much um, not money readings, which is pretty much what all of this is about. It was more like, oh, love and family and, things that we have to clear up in our lives and everything. Um, and I was remarking about how Valentine's Day was very much the same, how, I asked Spirit to show me where the love was. And it was like, career, money, things that you have to work on again. And I was like, where's the love? And then, you know, in the first two readings, I was like, where's the money? Right? So when I expressed that, right, as I'm shuffling the cards, these pentacles started to fall out. And it was very much, um, And I do have a very comical relationship with my spirit guides. They are a bunch of clowns, I'm telling you. And they love to make me laugh. And, I was talking about like, where's the money? And then it was like, ching, 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 here comes the pentacles. So this is again, spirit, like, here's the pentacle, because I know you're about to ask for one, you know. Um, so you have it all here, guys. Please go look at the astrology because it's going to make this reading even more relevant to you. That it is possible to have it all. You have friends, you have romantic connections, you know, you have a growing intuition, you have a connection to spirit, and you've got a beautiful, comfortable, prosperous life coming to you. I mean, wow. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. So beautiful. Okay, friends? So, short and sweet. I think that's the message for you. But let's see. No, yeah, and Spirit says that's the message. Guys, congratulations. Keep your chin up. You're almost there. You just have a little bit of clearing out of the garbage to do, and you'll be on your way. So, congratulations. Happy St. Patty's Day. Love, light, many blessings, and fortune to you.